This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Vinny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are again. We're getting here right. We got summertime creeping up on us. We're in the springtime, and this is what we've been waiting on. Fishing reports are coming in like crazy. Had a busy week last week. I had that procedure done, thank God. Everything went well during the procedure. It kept me homebound for a little bit. But I did get out, and I got to visit the one-man shoot at the Riverside Shooting Clays. And I was at the 10th annual. I got a few pictures. I didn't take much video, but I got some few pictures of all the things that were there. And some of our major sponsors are still sponsoring it. Had a great crowd, great food. I think I got a picture of me. Somebody took a picture of me eating and sent it in. But it was a great shoot. I don't have the winners right now to get it in, get the individual winners, but we got a couple of shots of some of the team members that shot well. They were just waiting for the prizes to come in. And by the way, this has been going, it's the 10th annual, and they call it a one-man shoot. It benefits cancer research. Most of it has been in Tulane University. Dr. Sauter was back. So we had the same big crowd I always see, enjoying the food. What I really noticed is see Randy and them. By the way, this is the Connie Mack Boykin Memorial. And their award is for that. Connie Mack passed away in prostate cancer years ago, and all his neighbors and his friends. Randy Hayes, who is, I guess, the organizer. But it was so good to see so many grandkids and great-grandkids and all taking pictures and riding on the four-wheelers and side-by-sides and seeing them, watching them shoot. There's so many shoots. They had 2 flights, by the way. So I missed that first flight with Eric Lane and his team over there from there. But there's a lot of teams that are always there. It was a good deal. I got to see some of the old timers. I took some pictures, so we'll probably run some of those pictures. And while I'm talking about the one-man shoot, also this week I've been missing having Perry Barres. Perry Barres is a fishing captain, whatever. He had his little. His down south fishing adventures. He got his own website. He was sending for a while. He was sending us a lot. We couldn't get it all in when we cut back to 30 minutes. But he sent me about a 3-minute a video. And I hope I got it to Chris the right way. But I want to give him a shout out because this is what I used to do. He's with a pond boat. Okay, a little pond boat. He puts it in. He goes up and down the canals right there, and he's killing the fish. He's catching redfish, he's catching flounder, he's catching bass and speckled trout. The main thing he's catching is some beautiful speckled trout and redfish, and I'm telling you, he's been promised to take me. Like I said, my health's been holding me back, but I'm going to go over there. He's a great cook. He stays there, him and his girlfriend, and he's been sending me this. I'm going to try my best, Chris, to get this one in. It's about a 3-minute video. And this is Perry Barres. And thank you again. We're going to Mom will make a visit. Things are getting better. My health's getting better. I'm going to come down there. And don't forget, my camp's up for sale. But I'm going to always have a place to stay at Island Marina with Miss Angie and David and them. So I got a bunch of fishing reports from there. And we'll come up and do it. I got that fishing trip. And I told you, we make a little visit to the one-man shoot. Stay tuned Well, that fishing report is outstanding.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Binny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Binny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been living out here about 8 years now, and kind of know when the bass are biting and when they're not. And all the way through the winter, almost to the end of spring, and after that, it's kind of like they kind of die out. They have a lot of bass in this canal, but once it starts getting hot, that's when I noticed, like, you still can catch them, but they're not stacked.
Tell you what,
I've learned one thing about when your boat's in the shop, you don't need that much money to catch fish. A little bit like this probably set me back maybe like $500. I replaced the trawler motor on it probably twice. I used to use it a lot. Your boat's in the shop, you intend to use it a lot. Just lucky that right now the bass are hitting. It takes me a little while to get back there, but once I get back there, it's like being in, I don't know, like Biloxi Marsh. It's a real pretty area. I'm running 2 batteries. One's an Interstate, one's a Mercedes-Benz that I had years ago. With a 40-pound thrust trawler motor, ice, pretty much it. I got one little bag of lures, a couple jig heads, mixed with all miniature shad, type of fork outfitters. That's pretty much it, guys. See, that's a little bass. Let him go and let him grow. Let's get some open. Got a little sucker right there, ripped. 15, boy. SCB. You don't know what that, baby. Swallowed that major shad. Nice on the head, boy. Look at that. About 2 pounds. Not bad. Got all in SCB, baby. Nice little redfish. SCB. Let's tell from Matrix. You'd have been good about 1.5 years ago. But, still fun to catch them. Recapping my little fishing trip today. Water's up. Tide's moving. Took a little ride. Took me about 30 minutes to get out there. And I'm glad I took that ride. I'm glad I did. Had a good time. Caught 3 trout, 2 keepers, lost one at the boat. free bass, and on my way in, my little cut, caught a nice little redfish. All in all, not a bad little fish trip after work, because, like I said, I'm in my little boat. So, till then, guys, I'm Perry Barris with Down South Fishing Adventures TV. Remember, I'll see you on the water, even if it's in my little boat.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Even though these are some beautiful, that's a quality 17-inch fish that Simba's trying to rip its head off. Right there, y'all, Pink Cosmo doing work. Double them up. Double them up. One on the Matrix Minnow. I got mine. Matrix 3XN. It's just pandemonium out here, guys. Pandemonium. Jerk baits and jigs. That might be what we name this episode here. Jerk baits and jigs. Catching them on both. Light jig heads, Matrix Minnow jerk baits, can't get enough. Had several in a row there. We're gonna change it up just to see if we can have a little fun, or maybe the fish will grow up in size. The Matrix Minnow, this is a bad dude. I like this more when it's real sunny. That way that sun can get a good glimpse of the lure when you're ripping it underwater. It really flashes, but the top water's catching a few and they're beautiful, but it's definitely not the bait of choice. Let's see what they think about the Matrix Minnow. What you got, the minnow on? Yeah. Come on up here, come right next to me. Jeff's throwing the minnow. He just ripped looks like a good one right here. Nice fish. Watch them treble hooks when you're using that Matrix Minnow. And the minnow, you know, we're fishing a little bit deeper water. There's no real grass right here. If you just pause it, the minnow will slowly sink. So you can get it down a little bit. You know, as we're fishing this 4, 5, 6 foot, the rip shad's better for like shallow grass beds as it stays up high. Feel them popping it. There he is. Oh yeah, they're gonna like this jerkbait too. They're gonna like this jerkbait too. Jeff's got another one. Let me show y'all Jeff's fish here. Double up on the Matrix Minnow, y'all. I'm using the marsh cricket. Jeff's got what we call Nightmare on, named after our beloved, or I don't know if beloved's the right word, but our fabulous Corinne Knight, who was with Matrix Shad for years, and she's off to bigger and better things now. You always want to pause it. Pop, pop, and then pause, let it sit. That Matrix Minnow is going to slowly, come on up here, Jeff. And it's slowly fall when you pause it. And that's a lot of times when they catch to it. As me and Jeff are just wearing these suckers out 2 at a time. It's not too often you get 2 at a time jerkbait fishing. But if you listen to me and try some shorelines in the winter and don't just get stuck on those bridges, you can see some pretty cool stuff, guys. Over and over, baby. Bomb it out. Rip, rip, stop. Rip, rip, stop. And get ready to fold this matrix rod over. This is as fun as it gets, throwing jerk baits this time of year. Now, a place you've heard about a million times, this is well documented. And if you haven't, just simply YouTube search jerk baits, hard baits, and the Miss-A-Go. Fabulous place to do it. But don't think that's the only place, y'all. Lake Pontchartrain shorelines, they have them too. And fish, on them warmer days, they like to come up. Warmer water, the shallower water warm up quicker. Especially if that sun's up, they'll come up and sunbathe. And they love the Miss-A-Go shorelines, and they love Lake Pontchartrain shorelines. And throwing jerk baits is one of the best ways to do it. All right, so when you're using this, definitely fluorocarbon. I wouldn't say but you really want to fish jerk baits when the water's real clear, because that's when it puts it at its optimal situation. What it's doing is when I rip it, pop, 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 it's darting and doing all of this. So you want light to be hitting it and flashing on it, and that's what really gets the fish's attention. As this thing's real shiny and it's flipping all over. So if the water's not clean, you're really defeating the purpose of its best attributes. And a lot of times when that water's gin clear like this, or in the wintertime when it's cold, and fish will be kind of suspended and not necessarily always on the bottom. So this is a real good job. This lure does a great job of getting the attention of a suspended fish like this one here. Look at him, head shaking on in. Come on up here. They don't like them hard baits in their mouth. They don't like them hard baits in their mouth. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dockside TV, guys. We'll be giving out some X shads in your monthly bait box. We'll be giving out some matrix minnows. Not X shads, 3 X shads, the triple laminate. We'll be giving out some matrix minnows. And my biggest point on this episode is, do not think shorelines aren't good in the wintertime of Pontchartrain. If it's a warm winter day and I'm getting bit by mosquitoes like today, shorelines are happening. Not a boat around, and I promise you, it was swamped at the boat launch today, and y'all all know where they're at. Till next time, guys, good fishing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Nice seeing you again.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Before I get into the Berkeley Abu Garcia fish report, I want to make a few things that's coming out. Right now, this is banquet season sometime around. You'll see it for all those conservation groups. So always check their website. You don't want to miss. There's some fun things and fun prizes they give away. Also, give a shout out to the LSU bass fishing team. Peyton Murphy and them is sponsoring them. I saw on Facebook they knocked them dead where they were. I don't have all the results in there. I'm still trying to get the high school bass teams and their president here and get a visit from them pretty soon. But I really think I can get a few more sponsors. I don't think Kristen will like. I'd like to go back to a 1-hour show so I can cover everything. I can step in and just talk away and forget about time. And it might drive Alan and Marty and them crazy too. But I just got a lot of information. Sometimes I can't get in. Now, like I said, turkey season, we got some pictures in. I didn't have enough information. I'm going to try to see him. He might put them on. We got some turkeys being killed. We also, them people right now are getting after them hogs again. So I asked them to start sending me some pictures. So as soon as I get them in, I'll set their name. I'll put them on there, send them to Gary at ParadiseLouisiana.com. Lowercase, Gary. My first name on it, at ParadiseLouisiana, spelled out, .com. And I'll get it on here. Your kid's first fish, your little girl's catching a whole pile of brim, whatever. Whatever's coming on right now. So here's the Berkeley Arkansas fishing report, and I'm just going to try to make it as fast as I can. And don't forget, thank Chaz. We go to Dockside TV every week because he's really been keeping it up there. A lot of reports coming from Island Marina. We also got reports coming from Dockside. From here we go, Wrigley's and all in those areas in the point. So Mike Brantley, he's every week he's in there 2 or 3. I'm sure he sent me some pictures so you can look and let's look at the size of these trouts. It's unbelievable. Now, fishing report, outstanding. Lake captain, all the captains are doing good. If they get rough weather, they still sneaking out. They're getting in off the lakes when it's real rough and getting in these canals, catching fish on the way. Mr. Go, different places. These captains. I was just saying, those captains, when I'm talking about Mike Gallo and all them other ones on their website, they just killing the fish. And the guys, the guys that are working for them are doing it. They got a network. You can't go wrong with getting them. I see Little Toefield and them are starting to send in a few reports. What's the other ones I want to tell you about? Big Lake. I didn't get no first hand, but I saw them on Facebook. Those out there let me write them. I wrote them down, and here I'm stuttering. Big Lake, Fouchon, Grand Isle, same thing. Hopedale, Pontchartrain Basin. Well, I was going to tell you, they catch them on the bridges when they're good and go there and fish, and they putting them on Facebook. You know, they knocking me dead, but I'm trying to send it good. Jack Miller's, okay, Bulltail. I got reports over there. First I heard it was bad, too much rain, water muddy. Then I go in the store, I go by Tony's, and I'm sitting in there trying to buy some crawfish, and everybody's telling me, said, man, we did good in Bulltail. Some people don't even know where Bulltail is, out of Jack Miller's. All them little lakes on this side. It's just, they catch them, exactly. Lake Verret, the north end of Lake Verret, Bay Natchez. Those places in there, Bay Natchez right now, they got the grass, and when they're coming out, when that water, even when the water gets up, that grass will clear it up early. And fish outside that grass for sac-a-lait. And get you a spoon. And I'm going to tell you what, fish on top of that grass or frog, sometime this time of year, it's just unbelievable. It's springtime. A lot of those fish are spawning or getting in shallow water trying to find. Toledo Bend, out this world right now. All you need to go is go to their website and see where they got. Look what the captains are doing. Look at the 10-pound fish being caught. I see another one on Facebook the other day, a 10.5-pound fish caught up in northern Busey Lake. These people, these wildlife fish have been doing a great job of stocking these places. The big fish are there. Yeah, we need to get out there and use it. You still got to watch them tornadoes. This time of year, they blow in and they cause tremendous damage. And say a prayer for them. When you can, you try to help them recover. Do the best we can. Now, let me see how I'm going now. I told you about Venice. I'll see all those captains right there and on the distance. Hopedale, Jack Miller, Lake Verret. Don't give up. False River. Catfish are still running. Bass are being caught. And I'm telling you what, you fish in the canals off of False River too. But the catfish is the same old ammo. Fishing the outside piers on the island side, filling outside the piers with about 2 foot under a cork with night crawlers. It's unbelievable. It's no mess. You know, you can catch a 20 or 30 catfish and get ready for Lent, get ready for Good Friday. There it is. That's all the fish you need. Now, Lake Concordia, Lake St. John, Lake Bruin. I got a report from some people from Lake Bruin. I just know at Lake Concordia this time of year, you watch that wheel, you get across, fish the piers with a crankbait, or you go across and fish the trees with a spinnerbait and a big topwater bait, a chugger, or something that makes a lot of noise up against the trees. So I think that's it. We got the holidays coming up. Let's be safe. Protect us from the storm. God bless Louisiana. God get Alan back over here. I think he's here today, but I don't see him. But he's getting well. Marty, keep me straight. Chris, keep me straight. Happy Easter coming up. Real important time of the year for Christians. See y'all next week.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.